In Santa Barbara, California, Ken Christensen has just struck gold, winning the Contemporary Arts Forum $1 Million House Raffle.
Hi, Ken?
Yes.
This is Margie Ayavi. I'm with the Santa Barbara Contemporary Arts Forum. We had our $1 Million Home Raffle drawing today.
Right.
You were a winner.
Ah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Where did I win?
Well, would you be excited if you won $10,000?
I think I would be.
Cool. What if you won $100,000?
Keep talking. I would be extremely excited.
Well, Ken, should I put him out of his misery?
Yeah.
Ken, you're the $1 Million Home Raffle winner.
Oh my God.
Are you still there?
I'm still here. You're blowing my mind.
How do you feel?
I'm stunned. I'm just absolutely stunned.
I get this phone call, you won. You're always a little bit skeptical about somebody pulling your leg, and it was almost too good to be true.
But it was true.
I've been a professional artist for 30 years, and it's been a struggle for 30 years. And so for something good to finally happen, it's like, well, I'm glad you hung in there.
They say you make your own luck, and that's exactly what Ken did. One day, he was reading a book about the power of positive thinking.
And I was in the middle of reading that book when I saw this ad in the paper. And it was just like, oh, here's a test. This is what they're talking about. And it was just like, okay, let's see if this works. And I wrote off a check for $150.
Ken currently rents a home in San Luis Obispo, 100 miles north of Santa Barbara. Today, with his wife Paca, he's come to look at his prizes. The Contemporary Arts Forum has negotiated the option to buy one of these two stunning houses. He can pick this beautiful house by the beach or a cottage in the country. Or he can take $1 million in cash.
We picked this house because it's so beautiful. The architecture of Santa Barbara.
You know, I always dreamed about having a house with one of these rounded doors at the top. Beautiful.
The first $1 Million home has 3 stories with 2 bedrooms and 2.5 baths.
Yeah, beautiful kitchen. Look at that, Papa.
It features a gourmet kitchen, custom tile floors, and a stunning roof terrace. It's just steps from the beach in downtown Santa Barbara.
Every time I come to Santa Barbara, I'm impressed all over again.
It's a different feel.
It's on another level. It's so classy.
House number 2 is a historic home in the heart of Santa Barbara's wine country.
This is beautiful.
So beautiful.
Looks great.
It has a white picket fence and fruit trees on over half an acre of land.
Kind of crazy thinking this could be your house.
This charming $1 Million pad features 3 bedrooms and 2 baths.
This seems a little bit more livable in the sense that this room is probably bigger than any one room over there.
Unlike the beach house, this home comes with a hidden bonus.
This particular house was appraised at $875,000, and so it comes with $125,000 worth of kitchen upgrades.
This is a beautiful house. It's a dream come true.
You're making it a lot more difficult when we see this house because it's just more our style.
Then there's the $1 million in cash. But whatever option Ken chooses, even if he takes one of the homes, he'll still have to pay tax on his win, around $250,000.
Just something to think about.
Absolutely.
Good problem to have, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh, problems. It's a lot to think about. How much time do we have to make
You
a
have
decision?
2 weeks.
Ah, okay.
So will Ken take the money or the house?
I'm leaning more towards the Vineyard house, but then that $1 million is like ka-ching, you know, that's ringing bells in my head at the same time.
We're the Grants, and we won $2.5 million playing the Georgia lottery.
Like Ken, the world opened up for Crystal and Tony Grant when they won $2.5 million on a $20 jumbo scratch-off. They were able to treat their 2 sons, Anthony and Kyle, to brand new trucks. And now they've promised teenage daughter Lauren a brand new car as well, even though she hasn't passed her driver's test yet.
I'm a little jealous about it. Because when we were 16, we didn't get to go car shopping. They just showed up at the house with a old Ford F-150 for us to drive.
So I'm probably gonna go with the Mustang.
To me, she's still the same old Lauren.
Spoiled brat.
Yeah.
She was spoiled before the lottery.
Yeah.
So let's go pick out your car.
My Mustang!
I don't think so. Negative.
Her brothers, of course, want her to get something that's ugly, slow, and got 4 doors. She wants something that's fast and chic and cool to look at.
It's my first time ever really me getting to pick out my own personal car, so it's gonna be fun.
You know your brothers are gonna say no.
But this one here would make
Brothers don't have a say-so
them
in this.
real envy of you.
Oh, this is perfect. She'll look good riding in this. Nice and safe. Daddy, I found her a car.
Oh my God, no.
It's got just a little duct tape on the back seat, but
Ew, it stinks.
you like it?
Yeah.
You wanna take it home?
Yeah.
So Lauren gets the Mustang she wants. And now that Mom and Dad have won the lottery, they can afford her college education too. She wants to go to medical school.
First thing that I said to Tony, you know, Lauren can go to school wherever she wants to.
Times have really changed for this hard-working family.
There's a lot of things that I wish Tony and I could have given the boys as they were growing up that we could not, that we can Lauren.
When the Grants were younger, they struggled to get by when cancer threatened to take Anthony's young life.
I started losing a lot of weight, having a lot of chest pains, went to the doctor, and of course was diagnosed with cancer.
At the age of 14, Anthony was diagnosed with life-threatening germ cell cancer with a 10-pound tumor discovered in his chest.
The doctors told us that it was stage 4 and that they really didn't think that he would respond to chemo, that they suggested that we go ahead and call the funeral home and make the arrangements. You know, that's hard when it's one of your children.
Makes you look at life a whole different way when you're laying on your deathbed. The doctors pretty much say, go ahead and call the funeral home. He's not going to make it.
But Anthony fought for 7 long months and miraculously pulled through. He has now been in remission for 12 years.
You know, you get a second chance at everything, and there again, I can't only thank nothing but the good Lord for that.
But due to the effects of chemo, Anthony was told he could never have children. Happily, the doctors were wrong.
About 4 months after I got married, my wife pretty much surprised me with telling me she was pregnant, had a healthy, wonderful daughter.
It was a wonderful surprise when they stopped in and told us that day that they were pregnant with Chastity. And then shortly after Chastity was born, she was about 2 months old, they came by and told us that she was pregnant again with little Anthony, so they're very special.
The lottery win has cleared all the bills.
We struggled from Anthony being sick, you know, doctor bills. We had insurance, but you know what the insurance doesn't cover.
Crystal and Tony have now got things set up for future generations.
Because of the lottery win, we're taking steps to ensure that, you know, the grandkids and any future grandkids that we might have, that things are a little easier for them.
And there's still a little room left in the Grants' garage for another set of wheels.
Can I borrow it? Nope.
In a moment, Brian and Barbara's big win comes at a huge cost.
I had gone deer hunting, and when we got back, Brian had called me and said that she had had a stroke.
And later, blinded by the love of baseball.
I could win $10 million from the Massachusetts State Lottery, and it wouldn't compare to winning Red Sox season tickets for life. It's just unbelievable.
What age group spends the most money on lottery tickets? Find out after.